Welcome to the Witch Doctor Starter Build Guide for Diablo 3 Patch 271 and Season 24. This season we're getting the Arachyr set for Witch Doctor. These videos are heavily based off saving your Challenge Rift bag. Now the season starts on Friday, so do not do your Challenge Rift this week until the season goes live on Friday the 23rd. If you've missed a few seasons, we also have a follower video on bloodshed.com. We have ethereals explained, so equip yourself with knowledge, Nephilim. That way you get a head start on everything. Make sure to leave a quick like on the video as it really does help the YouTube algorithm. It lets me know that you guys still want these videos for next season. We also have a variety section on the website where we just played through Until Dawn. It was a really fun, incredible ride. Borderlands 3, Resident Evil, Days Gone. So if you ever want to see me play other content, it's all here on our other channel. Since these videos are based off the Challenge Rift cache, you're gonna have blood shards in the bag. So what you're gonna do is open them and roll for items at Kadala. We're gonna go for mojos with Witch Doctor. The Gazing Demise is incredibly powerful. It gives you up to 150% multiplier and juices up Manitou rune when you get it. It's the last rune, unfortunately, for Spirit Barrage, but yeah, you definitely want to use Spirit Barrage along the way. You get Spirit Barrage around level 17, so you can't really use it until then because that's when you get the item for it. But you can run and get the cube early just to get it out the way. If you run at level 1, it's easier because the mobs are really low level and they can't really kill you level 1, 2, 3. So you can kind of just run past them or massacre bonus on the way to the cube. Either way, it's up to you. But at 17, with your Gazing Demise in hand, make sure you use Spirit Barrage. The next best thing you can do for yourself since you're using Spirit Barrage is to use Rush of Essence. You get it at level 36. Spirit spells return 100 mana over 10 seconds. This basically makes Spirit Barrage cost 0 mana. You can't run out of mana because you're returning more mana than you're spending, and it's amazing. If you're on hardcore, you definitely want to use Spirit Vessel, so yeah, keep that in mind. For the level 70 weapon upgrade, I'm gonna go for one-handed ceremonial daggers. There's some cool stuff you can get, like Vu's Juicer, Dagger of Darts, the Barber. SMK is not the best, but still it could help you out. Sacred Harvester, so you can roll whatever you want, but I would probably just YOLO knives on this case. There's a lot of RNG here, so hopefully the luck is on your side. Lady Luck shines on you, right? At level 40, you're gonna do your level 70 weapon upgrade to try to get reduced level requirement. I would make a one-handed mace or a two-handed mace, depending if I had a good mojo or not. Like if I had a really good mojo or if I was holding the Gazing Demise, well then I couldn't use a two-hander, so then I would use a one-handed mace. At 70, I really like ceremonial knives, as you can see right here. But while leveling, you want that weapon damage. A one-hander might be preferred in that case. So this is the starter build if you have nothing whatsoever. Let's say you roll your blood shards at Kadala and you don't get anything, you don't get the Gazing Demise. Well, you're definitely gonna build with Midnight Feast. It increases the damage of zombie dogs and gargantuan. So you're gonna have the cold rune here, as it's really gonna do a lot of damage. You're gonna have Leeching Beasts to keep you alive, but you can definitely make a case for Toxic Beasts. They hit really hard and they scale really well. And then here's the rest of the build. Spirit Walk for movement, and you're gonna haunt spam a lot. A lot of haunt spam, a lot of pets doing damage for you. Corpse Spiders are also good. They have a 645% damage dot, and they synergize with the Arachyr set eventually. So this is kind of a nice synergy altogether. So this is like if you get nothing with your build. If you end up getting nothing, I would run and get your two-piece Hadrig right away, unless you're gonna go Legacy of Dreamstart. If you look at the requirement to get your first set of Hadrig, like your two-piece Hadrig, it's really easy. You only have to actually do stuff on hard difficulty. So once you get that two-piece, you'd be really, really powerful. So this is what the 2 and 4 piece look like if you don't get the Gazing Demise. It's really important. The 2-piece Arachyr set summons a Spider Queen that does 4,000% damage. She's stronger than the Gargantuan as a base spell. Really, really incredible. Can just destroy Rift Guardians, Elite Packs, everything like that. And you control her by throwing out Corpse Spiders. She attacks in the area wherever you throw your canister. So now you have a juiced up Spider Queen, you have your, Gargantuan, and you're ready to rock. The 4-piece gives you 50% damage reduction and heals you. It lasts for 15 seconds, so whenever it's up, it should be up to cast it. It seems to be like all you need is 15% cooldown to have it up full time also, so bear that in mind. That's why we have Hex Jinx here for the extra damage. So here's the 4 and 6 piece, I'll just skim through it. That way you have it. It's very close to the 4-piece start with nothing. I just added Jinx for the set. So let's do a GR clear here with no Paragon, no legendary gems, nothing in the cube, just the 4-piece Arachyr set. You're just gonna cast all your abilities. Make sure you use Jinx like we talked about. Throw out some haunts here. And that's it. You should have no problem kicking butt. You know, I like to throw the canisters just to summon the little baby spiders. And then it also controls the Spider Queen like we talked about at the same time. It's actually one of the easier GR20 clears in the game because you don't need cooldown, resource, you don't need an item. The Spider Queen is just a beast and like that's it, right? You don't need any kind of crazy stipulation or thing to set it up. You can see our progress already is taking off, right? And this is without anything, you know, not even one drip of Paragon. Let's check down here for an elite before we test out the next version of the build. Okay, there's no elites down here, but we'll just jinx it. And they're already dead. I was looking around for an elite. I look up and all the enemies are dead. The Witch Doctor has a really strong start with just the 2-piece. You can go really far with it. Let's go ahead and recast the Garg on them. Have the Spider Queen go over. You can see her run to the elites when I threw the canister out, right? Just a haunt spammage. I'm gonna get procced maybe. Elite dead. And look at that progression. Okay, can we find one more elite? All right, finally found another elite pack. It took long enough. I'm gonna jinx the target and then start doing my haunt spam. Sometimes recast the Gargs. We're pretty tanky with the setup. If you follow the build, you shouldn't have any issues. And just absolutely obliterating, right, with nothing. The next start is with Gazing Demise. So let's say you're rolling shards at level 1, you get your Gazing Demise, or you just acquire it through leveling or weapon upgrades, however you get it. This is a full start with nothing, no Paragon, nothing in the cube but the Gazing Demise, right? There's only one possible legendary at level 1, so you're most likely gonna get it if you get any type of legendary. So now we do a lot of damage with Spirit Barrage like we talked about. We're gonna use Rush of Essence to get our mana back. And I'm also using Pierce the Veil. Even though it does eat at our mana cost, it's still more than enough. You know, check this out. You can see this start to dwindle, 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 dwindle. And then it starts to slowly build up while holding it down. Because you're getting so much mana back, you're netting resource over time, and you're pretty much good to go. But if you want to use a Topaz in the Helm, you're more than welcome to, right? So feel free to do that. One of the major downsides is you can't use Gazing Demise with the Arachyr set. The Arachyr set buffs the 6-piece, which we haven't talked about yet. The 6-piece buffs creature skills, not spirit skills. So you can't use Spirit Barrage. So feel free to build into like a Lon or Lod Witch Doctor if you get the Gazing Demise and you don't want to deal with the spider set. You know, we did show how strong it is, but not everyone wants to go for it. I personally never go for the Hadrig's gift sets because it's too long for me. I play solo hardcore. I just kind of keep farming, keep grinding, level up my Lod gem, and keep it moving. So here's the Gazing Demise actual starter build, and then we'll do a demo with it. And then we'll probably demo the 4-piece because the 4-piece is important. Here's the 4-piece setup because it's more of a structured play style. You have, you know, Hex Jinx, you have to do Spirit Barrage to proc it. So you can use Spirit Barrage up until you get your 6-piece, then it's kind of weird and wasted, right? We're gonna summon our pets right away. We're gonna Jinx the first target and then hit them with Soul Harvest. So now we have 5 stacks, we have a lot of armor, and I'm just gonna start spamming Spirit Barrage. I like to throw out 1 or 2 haunts in between. You can hold down Spirit Barrage while still casting haunt. Make sure to use Spirit Walk defensively. You can juke like Arcane Beams, Explosions. It's unique in the fact that you can DPS while invulnerable, which is pretty cool. Only a few spells in the game allow you to do that. You can see now we have a multiplier. We're kicking more ass than even before. So whether you get this or not, you'll be okay. Just spam Spirit Barrage. You have the Manitou Rune. You know, click in overdrive. You should have no issues destroying the content early on. Remember, the first gem you get every season is a powerful gem. As soon as you max out your Blacksmith, you get the Sage set, auto learned for free. You can give that to your follower. Again, if you don't know about the new follower system got reworked, definitely check the description of the video or check the website for all that stuff. But you can see absolute monster of a build. So here's your 6-piece starter build. Leaping Spiders, Cloud of Bats, Severance for the movement speed. You need the Hex. This one has a heal on it. I did change that to get a little bit more tankiness. As you push up higher and higher, you do take a lot more damage. Lifelink to prevent us from dying. A Soul Harvest Language to give us armor to prevent us from dying. Swampland Attunement to prevent us from dying. So this is basically all you do is hold down Firebat. You know, same thing, use Jaunt, use your pets, use Corpse Spiders to direct the Spider Queen, and that's basically it, right? It turns into like a little baby Firebat build. With just the 6-piece and nothing left, we had no problems doing damage. The 6-piece gives you 17,500% multiplier. Look at the deeps, right? This is like the T9, T10 level with no issues in terms of damage. It was just your survivability. So I'd probably maybe roll for Lakumbas right away to get some bulk so we don't die so easily. That was the only issue that was stopping me. And that's why I use armor gems in my gear a lot. Is it just because it helps the survivability since we're just whopping elites here as well. Grab that. Kill this boy. Pick up the globes. So one thing cool would be like an Ingeom, because then you can just go from, you can be severancing in between packs. It's like a little baby speed build. So hopefully you get an Ingeom early. Hopefully you get some sick Witch Doctor items. You get your Spirit Barrage set, your Lawn set, whatever you're going for. I have Spirit Barrage and Zuni darts in my S tier. Both incredible. I recommend you either play Spirit Barrage if you like the pretty colors, or you go Lawn Dagger darts. It's tankier and you focus more on the gameplay and your positioning than Zuni. Zuni's really squishy, especially for hardcore. It's gonna be tougher to play. But you know, you can still do like a GR 120 without much effort with Jade, Zombie Bears, and Firebats. And then for fun, you could do a 120 with Helltooth Garg. I have it in the C tier because it's noticeably stronger than these 3 up here. For final thoughts, I think Witch Doctor is cool this season. Remember, they separated the leaderboard, so no matter what you play, it's all completely separate. If you want to compete on the Spider set, well, there's only Spider dudes up here. If you want to compete in the Helltooth, you know, for Zombie Bears or Gargantuan, there's only Helltooth builds up here. So it's all completely separate. Whatever you decide, you can play, be competitive. I do have really good news. It looks like Witch Doctor Spirit Barrage is going to be the wave clear for the season. So that's pretty good news for the docs out there. Hopefully that all pans out for you guys and works. For speed builds though, I don't know if there's going to be Witch Doctors in speeds. You might have to make an alt Z-Barb to get in, or play rat runs, or whatever it's going to be, whatever the meta is going to be for speeds. But definitely for pushing, it looks like Spirit Barrage is doing well. Whatever you decide to play this season, don't be scared of the starter builds. As you can see with these videos, everything is really easy to progress if you have the right build and the right game plan. So don't let it deter you either way. I'm going to be playing everything for the achievement. So at some point, I'm going to light up Doc here and have some fun. That's going to be all for me today. This is Bloodshed. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the comments. I hope you have a badass season. I'm out of here. Peace.